Do you want to know the secrets of how to be a successful civil engineer? Well, watch this video as I will be sharing with you all the secrets that nobody will tell you. Hi, my name is Greg and I'm a civil site engineer with now well over 10 years of work experience on construction site. So the very first thing, the very first secret I would say would be start on construction site as soon as you can. Do all you can to get your first job on site. And I'm not only talking here about getting a job as a junior engineer or as an assistant engineer, as this obviously would be the best case. But guys, I know many engineers who actually started doing the different trade, working as a ground workers, cheapies, and then they jumped for the engineering. And I myself actually, when I started here in UK, I was firstly working as a steel fixer. When I was already a master's degree engineer, I asked for a work there on site, and then I met the engineers, I asked them what to do. In my case, I already had an education, so then I found out I need to send my papers to the NARIC to get my white CSCS card, and all the steps I need to take to get to the civil engineering role. And then I actually found a job as a junior engineer, assistant engineer on site, and groundworks and frame contractor. And then after a couple of weeks working like this, I jumped to my first engineering position. So I'll be the best example of it, guys. Just go on site. There's a few companies, guys. Look, I found this one lastly, training academy OHOB. This is a groundworks and frame contractor here, and as you can see, they got pre-employment courses. So even if you don't have a CSC card, any experience, guys, you can go on one of the courses. You can be like formwork, false work introductory, steel fixing introductory, and the groundworks, and they're gonna offer you job. And this is very important, guys, especially if you live in London. If you live in UK, it's quite expensive. So this way you can get your first job there on site. You're gonna see how the site looks. You're gonna meet engineers. You're gonna be actually working close with the engineers, and then you're gonna speak with engineers like I did myself. You're gonna see how they work. You're gonna be working closely with them as well, and maybe they're gonna need some assistance. So that would be the best way to get to your first assistant role, guys. And obviously, as I said, you're going to be making some money, so this is very good. And when you go on that course, obviously you're not going to be talking to them. You want to be engineer. You just slowly get there, get your CSCS card, get on site, try to get on site, grab one of the roles they got for you, make some money, and then you say you want to be a civil engineer, that maybe you got education. If you got education, then tell them, I got education, I want to see how the site works, all the stuff. And I guarantee you that's the best way. That's one of the secrets actually to get to the civil engineering position, guys. The next little secret I got for you guys would be start for the frames and the groundworks contractor. And I know I always repeat in this, but the reason for it, guys, is they always need the engineers, and especially the setting out engineers. There's always so many jobs, residentials, infrastructure. The engineers are always needed there in the frames contractor. If you're gonna be looking like a steel frames, something like this, it not might be that easy. And trust me, that's gonna be the easiest way to get the job. And I'm the best example as well of this. The first engineering job I get was with the Reddingtons when I actually started working on a residential project. And getting a job here, as I said, you can go through site to completely other trade, and you can start straight away as a setting out engineer or as a junior engineer. But in this case, you need some skills. You need to know maybe how the instruments works, about the leveling, about the setting out. So that would be few things you actually need to know to start like this. But another one, guys, is the bigger the job is, the less responsibilities you're gonna have. So if they're gonna be huge job, you might be doing the setting out only, and the smaller the job, you're actually gonna have more responsibilities. You're gonna be responsible for QA, stuff like this, or maybe the rebar drawing, which you might not be comfortable yet. So try to look for some big job where your responsibility is going to be narrow, but then you have to be very good at them, obviously. So another little secret for successful civil engineers gonna be to work hard, to go that extra mile, and in our case, guys, that's gonna be to go that extra hours. And believe me, guys, this is very important, as people are watching you, they know what you're doing, and obviously in the construction industry, you're going to be judged by what you do, not what you know. So that's another one, to give that extra bit from yourself, and then gonna guarantee you're gonna be a successful civil engineer, and your career gonna progress as you wish. And another little secret, guys, for the successful civil engineers, gonna be the change. And I'm talking here about the changing companies, changing the jobs. And I was doing myself this. I was changing from the companies to the companies, making more money, sometimes going back to the same company I worked before. And that's the best thing you can do at the beginning of your career. And as I said, that might surprise you a little bit, but only this way you're going to get the best experience working on different projects, working for other companies. And the important thing as well here is the money you're going to be getting. As working for the one company, you're never going to be advanced so much. You're never going to get the money that other company will pay you straight away when you change. So that's another one why you need to keep changing and keep changing, guys. And I know some of you might say that, Greg, my CV gonna be looking strange, that I was jumping from company to company. Guys, I recommend working self-employed as well at the beginning, especially. And then when you're gonna be jumping, trying different things, you can always say, I work like these first 2 years, I work as a freelance engineer, and then you can actually point what you are doing there through that time. So it's simple, the more jobs you work in, the more things you are doing, so your experience is going to be much bigger. So even within 1 year you can get experience like people getting in few years. And trust me guys, this is true, as I work myself with the engineers who work already few years and they didn't know a lot of stuff they could learn on other projects. They're continuing to do the slap for the 1 year, the same copy paste. It's no good, it's no good. So guys, that would be secrets of a successful civil engineer, and I hope you liked the video, and if so, just don't forget to leave the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, as there are going to be more and more videos coming. There are going to be more guests coming as well, and you're going to know their stories, and I hope you're going to be inspired and empowered by these people. So thank you again for watching and see you next time.